You've heard of Jack of all trades, but have you heard of the car of all trades? Come on in here. I want you to get up close and personal with this brand new 2021 Jeep Gladiator Mojave. Yes, this is a vehicle that is not only a Jeep, which we love, it can go off-roading, but it also comes with a truck bed, so it's part truck. Also, it can go topless, go off-roading. There are so many capabilities of this utility vehicle, so many things to talk about. But before we get into all of that, come in close. I want to take a peek inside because there's also a lot of helps if you unlock the vehicle. Let's head inside and check out all the fun features that this very capable Jeep has to offer. Hop up in. Obviously, this has everything you would expect Jeep is known for, especially if you know the Rubicon, the Wrangler heritage. They are known for off-roading. So inside, we are not only set up for all your off-roading adventures, but we're doing it in the likes of comfort. The Mojave Edition is really fun because you've got the black inside detailing, but you have the orange accents. That's how you know it's a Mojave. You got this cool orange design, orange stitching along the seats and the steering wheel, all these little accents. There's a really cool feature called Select Tire Fill Alert. So if you're somebody that likes to go off-roading and you want to air down because you're going to do a little rock crawling, there's actually an alert system. If you input your PSI that you want to get to, it will honk the horn once you air down to that level, which I think is pretty cool, especially for off-roaders. It's always a guessing game. You're like, I think I'm close, as long as my gauge is working. Jeep, this Gladiator will let you know. But if you go here to the off-road pages, it will show you things like if you're in the desert, your different levels of terrain. It will also show you your pitch and your roll. And what's interesting about the Jeep design, you actually have your window, to lower your window system controls here. And the reason you have that is because, I don't know if you know this, every Jeep is designed to go either topless or take the doors off, easy breezy. Usually every Jeep comes with their own toolkit. You take out the tools with a few easy bolts. You can take your doors completely off, take the top off, and you also have rear lockers. So that will definitely help you out if you're in an off-roading situation where you need that extra support and you need to lock things up so you can crawl right over those rocks or go through the desert fast. You have a 6-speed automatic gearbox here, super easy, but you also have 2 high, 4 low for any sort of desert terrain. This is desert rated. This has a desert badge. So if you're going out there, you know that you can go into the heat, have no problem. You can go on different terrain, no problem. You can go 4 high and haul ass through the desert, or you can go 4 low and crawl over some obstacles and rocks at Little Moab or the Rubicon Trail, wherever you want to take this baby. It is fully designed to help you out. All right, enough for the front driver's seat. Let's show you the back. There's a few cool features we have to see. Nope. I don't know why I have so many problems unlocking this car. Be smarter than the Jeep, people. And if you look in the back seat, there's a lot of notable options. It's made to go outside, so if it gets a little dirty when you take the top off, you can completely hose everything down. Everything's meant to get a little bit dirty, but there's plenty of storage space under the back seats. And there's also your lights and your speakers up top because the roof is made to go away if you want to go out and play. So everything is housed in that center support beam, and that way it never goes away. Really, really good option. Also, check out the door design. This is an interesting feature. People were like, why is the front a full door, but this is slanted on an angle? That's because the Wrangler, a normal Jeep Wrangler, this would have to be adapted because of the wheel well here, but they just kept that design, and that way if you ever are in need, you need to swap out your door, it gets dinged. It makes manufacturing on the Jeep end, and you as a consumer, you can easily swap out the doors, no problem. And the long-awaited, beautiful 5-foot truck bed. Jeep enthusiasts have been begging for this design. Listen, they love Jeeps, but now they can tow all their favorite toys. And this is actually representative. It has 80% of the market, kind of the truck competitors, the mid-size range of the truck, the Ford Ranger, the Toyota Tacoma, they're all working with a 5-foot bed. So of course Jeep had to keep up and compete. So that's why you're gonna see it in the 5 feet design. There's also a lot of really interesting notes about the truck bed as well. There is electric hookups in the back if you want to tow a trailer behind. There's a 6,500 towing capacity. There's the towing hooks in beautiful Mojave orange. Bringing the tailgate down, you see there's plenty of room. Also, Jeep is letting you know that this can easily fit 2 motorcycles. They've even embedded a little bit of the tire tread there to show you that you can put 2 motorcycles side by side, and it fits 90% of the motorcycles that are actually on the market right now. Jeep enthusiasts, they love a good Easter egg. There are Easter eggs hidden around the vehicle, and one of them is right there. There's a little heart with a 419, and you're like, 419, what does that represent? That represents the Toledo plant where Jeeps are made, and anybody that knows anything about Jeep, they know the Toledo area code, and they've given it a little heart and made it here on their pickup, which I find to be a fun little detail. Now at the front, the Gladiator Mojave, tons of things to talk about. First, check out the hood, a very cool scoop design with an air vent that's actually usable. Sometimes in the Jeep Gladiator's competitors, you see these design cues, but they're not functional. They don't actually work. This works to cool your engine. Obviously, it's working hard if you're towing things. This is a 3.6 liter V6 engine, 285 horsepower, 260 foot-pounds of torque, plenty of get up and go to get you towing, get you off-roading in fast, high gear. Also, you've got the notable Jeep grille, 7-split design, also air vents, a little bit wider to keep that engine cooled when you're towing. And if you look in the headlamps, listen, you can get LED options, but what's fun about this option here is if you look really closely, remember I said those little hints where Jeep likes to say how much it loves itself, and Jeep enthusiasts love this. You have baby Jeep grills embedded into the headlamps. Love that. You also have the front bumper reinforced. You have these extra towing hooks here. Very handy when you're out there and you got to help out your friends or you get in a bind yourself. Love this, perfect for all those really hard off-roading obstacles. Come around to the front, you can see 33-inch wheels, perfect for off-roading. You got the Fox shocks there. It will get you going on different terrains through the desert, no problem, taking everything that's thrown at it. And honestly, there's so much extra room, you could easily put 35-inch tires if you wanted without an extra lift. There is a little bit of a lift in the front compared to the normal Gladiator options, you know, on the Rubicon. There's always that lift because when you're off-roading or you're rock crawling, you need that extra clearance. You don't want to skid or mess up anything. There are skid rails going down the Jeep, also the truck bed, super helpful. If you're out there, you're getting into a little bit of a bind when you're going off-road. There is nothing that Jeep hasn't thought of. This thing is all-purpose, it's utility, it's an off-road vehicle, it's a family vehicle, it's a topless vehicle if you want it to be, or you can tow things in your truck bed. What hasn't the Gladiator Mojave thought of? I want to see this Jeep Gladiator in action. Let's take it for a test drive, shall we? Let's see how fast she is. Well, I guess he's more of a he, Gladiator. Here we go. All right, so driving the 2021 Jeep Gladiator Mojave straight out of the gate, I have to say, I expect a lot out of something, specifically a Jeep that's promising really good 4x4 capabilities. But this is not the Rubicon. This is built sort of off the Wrangler platform, but adding a truck bed to it. So something that's part Jeep, part truck, part convertible if you want it to be. It's very curious. Does it live up to all three? Is one of those components lacking? I don't know yet. It doesn't have a lot of get up and go. I mean, this is a 3.6 liter V6 engine, 285 horsepower. I think the 0 to 60 time for the Gladiator is 8.1 seconds. So again, you know, we joke, it's like 0 to 60 today. It will get you there, but the more impressive element about this vehicle so far is the fact that it is a truck. You can haul your toys, you can haul your friends, and you can go off-roading. The Mojave has the desert badge, meaning it's desert rated. This is something that's very much a utility vehicle. You can haul your toys, you can throw some motorcycles in the back, or you can haul something behind you, or guess what? You can take it off-roading to the dunes and have a ball with it. The Gladiator is fully capable, like I said. It does ride a little rough, but again, I grew up Jeeping, I grew up around Wranglers. I'm very familiar with the off-road community, so I'm used to the way a Jeep drives, and this drives very, very similarly to a Jeep. That's just what it is. In terms of the steering, listen, it's got a little bit of a loose steering. It's not crazy responsive. It definitely has a little bit of movement. This is not a race car. It's not tight, it's not precise. It's a little loose, it's a little floaty, but it's doing the job. It's fine. It's, like I said, it drives like a Jeep. You just happen to be able to haul more things. In terms of the noise, this is the hardtop version of the convertible, and so with the hardtop, it's not going to be as noisy. You're not going to hear so much of the road than if you would with the soft top. But if you were to go completely topless, which you should in a vehicle like this, if you were to go completely topless, you're going to hear everything, because right now, as it stands, I already hear the air circulating around me. I hear the road, and that's okay though. I expect that from a Jeep. Let's try it. Oh yeah, Gladiator. The name like the Gladiator, I would expect that this thing has some serious performance or some serious grit to it. You compare it to the likes of the Rubicon that is named after its namesake, the Rubicon Trails, a gnarly off-roading, week-long trail with tons of obstacles and rock crawling. The Mojave version is not quite the Rubicon. This is certainly something you can take off-roading, but it's close to the Rubicon, but the Rubicon still just holds that title. That's the ultimate when it comes to off-roading experience. This doesn't have quite the lift in the front, so you know, if you're going over certain rocks, you're not going to have as much clearance. It does compete with 80% of the market for the mid-size truck that is a crew cab and does offer a 5-foot bed. It's there, it's equivalent, but it's not quite the full truck that I think people might expect if they're getting a truck. You're not going to be hauling everything that you want to haul, but you do, where you lack in towing capacity perhaps, you are getting that off-road experience. Not every truck is going to be able to head out to Moab or go out to Pismo Beach or go into the dunes or go to Glamis. This thing will have no problem going out there, going in 4 high, going fast, going 4x4ing, off-roading. This thing will certainly not disappoint. So when it comes to the utility and all-around versatility of this vehicle, the fact that you can literally drive off-road with your Jeep doors off and cruise around town or go to Glamis, this thing, it fits the bill. It's not the least expensive truck on the market, but in its class, it's a really good utility truck slash off-road vehicle slash convertible, and none of the other truck competitors in its class can offer that for the price. But for the guy who may want to take this out and think, well, it's a Jeep, am I going to have enough legroom? What's it like inside? I'm 5'4", obviously I fit fine. I think if you're over the 6 foot mark, you're also going to be fitting fine. Hey, if it's really that uncomfortable for you, you could always take the top off and then, you know, just see out the top, no problem. The only thing is too, This is a Jeep. They tend to ride a little bit rough, but they have heated seats. So, you know, if you're really feeling that uncomfortable, throw on your seat warmer and calm your back down. Come on! Okay, we almost got there. That was pedal to the metal. I had my foot completely down on the accelerator and I didn't even come close to the car in front of me. So we will not be taking the Mojave to the track. We will be taking the Mojave to the desert though and see what it's capable of. And that's what this Mojave was made to do. So that wraps up, you guys, our review of the 2021 Jeep Gladiator Mojave Edition. I want to know what you think of this all-purpose vehicle. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. And until the next review, thanks so much for watching.